Up on today, I spent a lot of money in the stores, probably more than I should have. But you know what? Let's focus on the game.
The credit card bill is on its way. So is the start of this one. Leonard. The pass taken away by the Lakers. James to Danny Green. Beverly to Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Kyle Kuzma. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Here's Leonard for two. Add 2 points to the board.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
To George. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Anthony Davis, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George. And the rebound comes down to Green. To Davis. Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Cashes in for 2.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Across the timeline comes James. They're down 3. LeBron James looking good, 4 for 5.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Throws it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New blood coming in for both sides.
For LA, number 23, Louis Williams. Subbing in for the Lakers, number 10, Jerry.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
To number 0, Kyle Kuzma. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
James into the front court. Now down 6. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
From the painted area, won't go down. LeBron with it up top, trailing by 4. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LeBron, tough matchup against George. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
For 3. Off the the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
George buries it. It's a three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
LBJ. To Danny Green. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
JaVale McGee with a piece. First quarter's complete. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passes.
Paul George, 4 out of 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. And counted at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
With a drop step. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Beverly. To Paul George. Anthony Davis swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
LeBron James with the rock. Pass to the rim. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To George. With a drop step. Kawhi Leonard. Can't connect. LeBron into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Beyond the arc for 3. Not getting the bounce to Williams. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Team foul number 2, Los Angeles Lakers.
George buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Leonard. And he hits.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Anthony Davis pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
LBJ with it. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Knocked loose. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To James. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Beverly into the front court. His team on top by 8. To Leonard. Has a look. Leonard's shot won't go down. Screen coming. James against George. Flushes it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
It's James. No good. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. James. And the Clippers have the rebound. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To George. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Cousins, not that time. The follow won't go either.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Beverly. PG lets it fly. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Here's LeBron for two. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Oh, that's how it's done.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
George hits the three-pointer.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
George stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle.
Hey, get buckets, don't get buckets. Get buckets on.
To Cousins. Kuzma. Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
James to Davis. Add 2 points to the board.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Won't go. Across the timeline comes James. His guys down big to Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block. Clips able to recover.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Leonard. Man, that was a tough shot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Cousins. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Williams across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ah, someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
Williams into the front court. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. DeMarcus Cousins. 3 for 6 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Leonard, how's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
James to Caldwell Pope. 4-3. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Clippers have it. Great dish to set it up. Williams. Lou Williams.